Hey guys, welcome back to our not weekly update video.
And mostly Q&A, which is going to come up at the end.
Yeah, and we are filming this and uploading it one day early, but we figure because originally we were just structuring it around the season reward for Mortal Kombat X, now we can kind of do it whenever we want, and we'll still try to space them around roughly a week, but
we're giving some thought to maybe doing it earlier, because some of these, say the challenges and stuff, it gives you, especially the online stuff that rolls over on the Wednesdays and Thursdays, that it might give you a bit more time if we actually did it earlier, so we'll let you know in the next little bit if we're going to do that earlier.
Yeah, so in WWE Immortals, this is the Johnny Cage challenge, and he looks pretty interesting so far. And online we've got Batista with just under 3 days left, 2.5, 2 2/3, something like that.
So just like we saw when we were fighting against some in online play against somebody who'd hacked it and got the character earlier, adrenaline generation boost when he tags in, and 10% chance to revive somebody who's been knocked out.
When using a finisher.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Batista, I guess the frustrating...
Depends on how much they get revived with, I guess.
I'd like to see that trigger and see, but it's only 10%, so it's like 1 in 10%, and that's a finisher, that's the special tree, not even one.
So it's not going to happen very often.
No, maybe we'll do that.
In the future?
Yeah, soon. We should do that soon. Alright, so that's it for WWE Immortals.
Okay, so we're just going to do test your luck really quick.
That's basically been the main reason. Okay, so there wasn't anything interesting.
Oh, that's good.
That's been the main reason of coming back to Mortal Kombat. I'm actually, out of all the games, I'm really enjoying Immortals a lot more lately.
Yeah, so for this, the only real thing is Erron Black challenge still going on for the next 3 days and 14 hours.
And that's it.
So in Injustice, the only two real things are the Cloak of Destiny has a repeat online challenge to snag that, and
excellent legendary gear, perfect on any of the Batgirls, and probably Lucador Vane too.
And just like last video, Superman Godfall challenge is still going on.
Still got a couple days left. We still have yet to see the repeat of Zod, who was in the release notes, so hopefully that'll be next, and then that'll mean an update is coming up soon. I guess, because they usually don't release a new update with new content until they've gotten through all the announced challenges.
Yeah, and so I guess this is the point where we'll move into the question and answer period. The first question, well, not a question, but the first question comes from frankpala, and he says, "That is broken AF."
Alright, so and this was a comment regarding the Ultimate Night of Champions 2015 gear. So AF, atrial fibrillation, American football, or that is broken as a femur. Anyways, alright, so Ultimate Night of Champions, the adrenaline gain, 150% adrenaline gain after knockout, which is huge. 45% stun chance on last hit of combo, which is pretty good. Almost half the time, if you finish the last hit, you're going to stun them. 11% chance for 33% adrenaline drain on combo ender, and that's okay, and it would be huge if the chance was higher than just the 11%, and 10% chance to take no damage. And that's also okay, but it would be huge if the percentage is higher, but I think it would be completely unbalancing. But even then, even without that, it's great. But I'll tell you what's really broken. What's really broken is that the Night of Champions 2015 VIP pass, which is the, when they have the online pay-per-view gears, it's the matching one that's, I think, 2-star becomes 3, or is it 1-star becomes 2? I can't remember right now. But it also gives you 100% adrenaline gain after the knockout, and that's the full 3 bars. You don't need 150%. And leveling it up is really low cost. So there's only a 25% stun chance on last hit of a combo. But as far as the gear goes, we haven't seen it because we haven't been buying gear lockers, but if it follows the pattern of the previous pay-per-view, even though you can't get the 4-star gear that becomes 5, you can have access, it's possible to get the 2-star gear that becomes 3, and you probably have a chance at the Night of Champions 2015 VIP pass, which I think starts as a ticket.
Yeah.
Cheaper to max out, and has the most important ability of that overpowered gear. That's what's broken as a femur.
Yeah. Okay, so our next question comes from Antoine Le Bescond. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. And by the way, do you know how to 200% damage with Arkham Origins Deathstroke? Or any special that need aim, the middle thing, to do 200% damage? It would be nice to know that. Well, there's a couple of elements to it. So it's 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will,
5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Hope that answers your question.
Alright, no, just kind of kidding. I don't think there's any secret. It's just really part of it will depend on the speed of your device. I've noticed that some people, when their device is better and it's consistently fast, it's actually easier to time it and get the 200%. Deathstroke's sliding bar is actually easier because it's got a wider section that's 200%, and it's just a matter of knowing your device. I know that on our device it's actually really hard because sometimes it lags and sometimes it doesn't, so it's hard to get a sense of when you're going to actually hit 200%.
Okay, our next question comes from Jacob Walls, which is, how do y'all know when the next challenge is supposed to be? There is no reply option to this, so we'll answer it ourselves. We don't actually know when the next challenge is going to be. And there's a related question, which is, great video. Any idea when Static will be available for challenge again? I unfortunately missed the Static challenge, but he is one of my favorite characters. Keep up the great videos. And that was from ChiefJammy. Anyways, we have no idea when or if he will be a repeat challenge. We don't have any insider information about the game. Challenge characters are usually not repeated, but there have been a few notable exceptions. Just thinking off the top of our heads, Darkseid, Batgirl, Wonder Woman 600, Regime Killer Frost, Superman Godfall, and when he finally makes his reappearance, which he should at the end of this one, Zod, right?
Yep.
And anyways, thanks for being so nice, right? We appreciate your positive comment.
Absolutely.
Next question comes from David Sting. Thanks for the shout out. Have you all done the airplane mode retry glitch for buying packs yet in Mortal Kombat X? It's a glitch I imagine will be patched soon. I've done it to max out all my gear. It's also worth noting, if no one's aware, but if you do the Kindle Fire trick, well, it won't reset a challenge anymore. It still refills your stamina bar.
Okay, good point about the airplane retry. We actually prefer to do it though using our own game save, because I always feel a little bit wary of relying on Warner Brothers NetherRealm's server save. So it's essentially the same thing, but what you need to do is you need a third-party app that will save the app data, such as helium or titanium, and it's the same thing. So you turn on airplane mode so you're disconnected from the server, you buy something, and if you like it, you keep it. If you don't like it, you revert your save back to the previous. And because you're in airplane mode, the server isn't keeping track of what you're doing, otherwise the server would save it and you'd be stuck with what you've got.
Yeah.
So the biggest problem with Mortal Kombat is that the mechanism for evolving equipment is that you need the specific gear to fuse it, and because we've been going through the equipment packs, we've got everything geared out, every equipment maxed out, except for one, which is still only Fusion Level 5, and that was Devora's, the Wasp one.
Yeah, and that's going to be impossible to get all the way up now, because it's just going to be so tedious.
Yeah. So that was it. I think what we've got planned for later this week, we've got the second part of the Welcome to Night Vale question and answer coming up.
Yeah, that's 2 days from now when the book releases.
And I think what would probably be kind of cool, I was thinking what we could do is just revisit an old team that we've used in the past, but we haven't done a video on them, is the old classic Red Sun team and why they're so good. And for somebody starting out, why it's probably the best and most cost-efficient team that you can get early on to basically get through the single-player game and be relatively successful in online play.
Yeah, definitely. Good early purchase. Anyways, I think that's everything we want to cover. I guess we'll play through the last little bit of this fight and we'll leave off for today. Oh, he's
Good
so
night.
close. Oh. Let's see how long he can struggle. Oh, too bad.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, see you guys next time.